Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video, you golf life legends. Right, today are going to do something that you legends have been asking
long time,
for,
innit?
For ages. And also, drum roll, you legends are going to build my bag. I'm going to let you suggest what clubs to use and then I'm going to try it out, but we're going to talk about that at the end of the video because now, Big Ange, what is in your bag?
Yeah.
Let's start with the woods.
You want to start in the woods?
Yes, please.
Right. My 3-wood is a Cobra Rad Speed Big Tour. Used to be sponsored by Cobra, not anymore, but their clubs are still decent and I'm still using them because they're good. So that's my 3-wood. It's a 14.5 degree standard loft, stiff shaft. Does me quite well when I'm not slicing.
Does you very well.
And you notice I picked up the 3-wood first and not the driver because, as you legends know, I'm not using the driver. But in the next few months of 2022, we're going to be doing a video, and I'm going to test a few. Which one I want? Yeah. I've got an iron one.
Oh,
an iron one. I've got, I think I want.
Are you going to disclose or?
I might do. It's tailor made.
Yeah.
At this point in this video coming out, the Stealth's just come out.
Yeah.
But I can't look past the Sim 2 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one I've got. That's the one I'm thinking. But I'm going to give it an honest test.
Yeah.
And whatever's good, never know.
Cool.
The Cobra might be on top again, like it was.
Honestly, that will really improve your game.
So that's my 3-wood.
Everyone says it. Everyone says it. Right, Harry Hybrid. What we got?
Hybrid. This is probably the club, as you know, I use the most. It's a Cobra King SZ. Loft, 19 degree, stiff shaft again. It's a few years old now. You recently got the new one.
Yeah.
You love it. Luckily it survived when that little person smashed a car in and took the clubs, but we got that. So I might put that in the bag and chop that one out.
Do you know what? I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that club again.
But this has done me really well. I think it's about 3 years old. Don't want to take it out because I still love it.
Yeah.
And that's as far as my woods archive go at the moment.
All right, then talk me through your any old irons.
Any old irons. Any old irons. As I mentioned,
these are lovely.
Not with Cobes, but
you are with Cobes at the moment.
I'm still using the King Forge Tech irons. They've got a cavity, like a sort of foam cavity, a bit similar to the well, loads of them do it now. Ping do it, TaylorMade do it. But if you see it in there, these clubs for me.
Tell me what it is.
I think it's just they basically inject foam into it, which means it's sort of like an open cavity within it, but it's not a solid blade.
Okay.
So there's more bounce of the club, goes further, a bit more forgiving, but they look sexy.
They do look sexy as well.
But again, next year I will be having a look at different clubs and seeing what I like and what I didn't. I mean, I never thought I'd change from my Mizuno.
No.
I used to use Mizuno, what are they called? MX-18s, I think they were. Cavity back, loved them. Never thought I'd change them out. But when Co sponsored us, they gave us these and I haven't looked back. So they are my irons.
Right.
All the way down from 4 till pitching wedge.
Wedges of dreams.
Wedges of dreams, the Vokey wedges for me. I've always had them before Cobra. Now I've put them back in. I love them, Vokey wedges. I've got a 56 degree sandy and a 50 gap wedge. I haven't got a lob wedge, but I will be purchasing. I think when this video goes out, the SM9s have just come out, so I might have give them a spin. But I might need to save a bit of money to get all 3 of them because they're about
and how many clubs
170 quid a pop.
How many clubs are you allowed in your bag?
Honest question, haven't got a clue.
Really,
I think it's 14.
Yeah.
Correct. Comment down below what it is, legends. But that's my irons. But yeah, I do need to get a wedge because I borrow yours quite often.
Yeah. And you don't anymore because I've got absolutely now. And here we go, the putter, which I've been using recently.
Yeah.
The last few videos, and I've really enjoyed it.
The TaylorMade Spider. Been around the block for quite a while now. I love it. Again, going back to what I was saying a minute ago about not thinking I'd ever change from a certain brand or putter. I used to have the Odyssey 2-ball white hot, which if you're interested in golf, you know exactly what the putter is. I think Shane Lowry still uses it. He's had it in the bag for God knows how many years. Great putter, the 2 white balls at the back. Good for alignment. I've always loved it and I had it in the bag for ages. But I went to Silvermere one day. Yeah. And that had just come out about 3 years ago. Or
I remember,
whatever
I came with you. I was with you.
And I was like, I'm gonna splash out. It's quite expensive, but it's done me all right.
Probably the most important club in the bag, isn't it?
It's done me all right. It just, the weight of it and the sit, it works well for me. I know I'm not a good golfer, but
you are a good golfer.
It does me proud, and I'll probably keep it in there. I might try a few. I mean, I've had to go with your Scotty Cameron, well, your old Scotty Cameron.
Yeah.
And Scotty Cameron's obviously well-renowned, unbelievable putter, so I might have a go with that. But as it stands, I'm quite happy with the setup. But the driver will come in the bag, thanks to you.
Big Ange
you want it in the bag, so I'm going to get it in the bag. I might have a look at some new irons, but as it stands, happy with my setup.
Yep.
And that's about it for clubs. Are we going to go into gadgets and balls?
Yes, absolutely, gadgets. Yeah. Gadgets. What's this thing here?
This, my rangefinder, is, I don't know if it's any good or not. I got it a few years back. I'm going to look into a new rangefinder, but it's the Golf Buddy AIM L10V. I don't think it's as advanced as the Garmin ones. It doesn't give you sort of like 4D prints of how far it is, but it hasn't really let me down. And it's obviously got the slope option. Competition, you can't use a slope option, but...
And thanks to Rick Shields for sending it back.
Yeah, thanks to Rick Shields and Guy and his team, because I lost that at Barrett Worsley Park. And New Legend spotted it when it fell out. Yeah. He went to find it, or he didn't. One of the staff did at the golf club, got it back. He posted it back to me.
Top man, Rick. So yeah, Guy and all the
that's one gadget that I never had when I was younger, that I never really thought made a huge difference to an average golfer like me. But I can't really live without it now. It's really helpful. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to use. But again, we might have a look at the Garmin, or there's some Kodak ones we might have a look at. But this year, comment down below if you're interested. But we're going to. I know we're not Rick Shields and Peter Finches. We're not great scratch golfers, so maybe
speak for yourself.
People might not be interested in. People might not be interested in what our thoughts are. But we're thinking maybe we'll also test some clubs, just because not everyone's watching is a scratch golfer. You know, it could be 28 to whatever it is. So it might be quite helpful for you, us testing clubs with our standard, which we all are watching, and see which is any good.
I'll be testing.
You'll be doing it with your clubs anyway, but I might give it a go as well.
Okay, gadget done.
That's the rangefinder.
I like this. I'm enjoying this. I'm interested. What golf balls do you use?
Golf balls.
I know what golf balls you use, but
I got you into this ball, didn't I?
Yeah.
I always used the Strixon AD 333. It's a golf ball. When I first started out, it's not a budget ball. It's not a premium ball like a Pro V1, but it's not a lower ball. It's about £15 for 12, and I love them. It's a two-piece ball. You can get a spin on it if you need spin. It carries well. It doesn't spin too much in the air. But when this came out, I think it was this time. I think it was January 2020 when it came out. It's the Titleist AVX. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the one below the sort of Pro V1 Pro. It's a less spinning golf ball off the tee, but you still get a bit of zip and a bit of swaz around the green, which suits me well, because if I'm hitting a Pro V1 and I catch one on a slice, it seems to go a long way. And as we all know, Pro V1s are £3.5, £4 a ball.
Yeah.
These are slightly cheaper, I think, but I lose less and the feel's nice. And this one's got a Mana 2010 on it. But these are balls we use. You're happy with them.
I love them.
But
do you think
80 333 is a great ball still, and I'd still have it in the bag.
Do you think some of my standard, the balls matter?
I think.
Does it help?
I'm not too sure. Again, whack it in the comments. But I feel if I play with a good ball, I feel better.
No. So for someone like me who...
Well, I think that's the same. Like if you've got a decent ball, I think if you've got decent clubs...
I feel like I'm Tiger Woods when I'm using a new ball, but does it actually help?
I'm not too sure, but where I think it makes a difference to me is when I'm 100 yards in, when I'm sort of coming through it and I'm hitting through the back of the ball and generating spin. It does seem to hold up better than a Strixon distance or a Titleist velocity. Like your £15 to £20 a dozen ball. Yeah. But that for me works well.
Nice.
But it depends how
I like this.
How many quids I've got in the bank, because they're quite expensive.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When I've had a bad month, I slip the lower balls in, but they're good for me.
Fair enough.
And that's what I use.
Decent.
At the moment.
Decent. And what else you got in there? What other random stuff you got in there? I want to see random stuff.
Random stuff.
You got a dirty glove.
I've got a dirty glove.
Fancy. Little thermo flask.
I've got a coffee cup. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Our pitchforks, the old Foxhills number, and you whip it off, and it's got a little line at the back, and you slip it behind the ball, and it gives you a little alignment.
Yeah, and a bit extra.
Yeah.
When you're getting really angry and hit a few bad shots.
Or had a few slipperies the night before.
Right, so that was your bag.
That's it. Tees.
It's just a microphone.
And a mic lead. Sorry, microphone lavalier mic. And that's
it.
To be honest.
That was Big Ange's bag. And now...
Hang on, forgot to mention.
Oh, hang on.
Forgot to mention the towel. The Golf Life towel. They're back on sale. We mentioned in the last video. Go and get one. It is, we weren't just saying it, it is a really good quality towel. And it holds up well. And machine washable.
And it looks pretty cool. So that was your bag, Big Un.
Yeah.
And now,
what are you doing then, bruv?
My bag. Building my bag. I want you legends to build my bag, because there's been so many comments about what shafts I should be using, and because there's some proper golfers who watch this channel. Yeah. Which is great actually, and I really appreciate all your comments. So what I want you legends to do, if you're up for it, that is I want you to vote. So write driver, then your suggestion, woods, then your suggestion, irons, then your suggestion, and wedges, your suggestion. I'm going to get a Scotty Cameron putter.
You love that putter,
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel so. I'm going to choose that myself. So if you do
four areas: driver, woods. Now it'll include a hybrid, irons down to a wedge, and then we've got the wedge. You know, wedges from that.
Wedges for that, and then we're going to go through, and the top 3 most suggested for each category. I'm going to go and I'm going to test those 3 clubs, or the 3 suggestions, the irons and stuff like that, and then I'm going to pick the best one, and that's going to go in my bag. So I'm actually looking forward to this.
Are you going to stick with the same bag? Are we going to get back?
Yeah, Format Golf.
Format Golf sorted us out. This
they did, but they got
all black golf bag.
They properly sorted us out, but I think it was quite hard work for the fella to get it.
Oh really?
So yeah, I don't know what bag I'm going to get, because I don't want to ask again, because he did us a favour and it's gone. Cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So if you're going to put your suggestions down below, and then we'll get cracking with those testing the clubs videos, and I can't bloody wait. Not going to lie.
Can you do it soon though, please? Because he's using his mum's clubs at the moment. His mum's, my mum.
Your mum?
Yeah, she's my mum, isn't she? Oh God, thank God for that.
I've been using these at mum's clubs, but no, I'm looking.
How are you getting on with these?
I find them a bit too hard for me.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah. I find them they're for good level, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember Craig from Cobra Puma. He said though, like the ones.
Yeah. Craigie.
Legend.
Miranda.
Anyway, we're rambling. Yeah, so please put your suggestions down. That was Big Ange, what's in your bag. We love you. Please like, subscribe from us, and Piglet. Laters.